it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic. Lights came.
It's week 9 of the National Football League, and we'll get to see Troy Hill. He got the QB not once, but twice last week with a pair of interceptions. It's the Rams and the Bucks, and it's all up next.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in week 9? And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Right to the air. Here's Stafford. And incomplete to open things up. Well, these 2 teams, you may remember, battled in the NFC division round last year, and that game was also here at Raymond James Stadium. The Rams ran out to a 27-3 lead before the Bucs and Tom Brady, they rallied all the way back. But in the end, former Buck Matt Gay hit the game winner of the gun, and the Rams advance 30-27. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he'll just get rid of it.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Fielded just inside the 30. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Well, for a little bit, we thought his story had concluded, but not to be. Here's Tom Brady in his 23rd NFL season, leading the Bucs offense out once again.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. And that will be incomplete. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. Now he's flushed out left. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Stafford. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And we'll see what he can do on the return. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it. Touchdown! Cam Akers, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now, first down. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. To throw is Brady. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
His pass caught at the 4. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for this with Akers. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. 4th down, and we go from one Matt to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Fournette. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Meanwhile, Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. The Bucs at 6-2 to start play. And they come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Right back to Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Chris Godwin, 37 yards. And the Bucs have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and good by Succo. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, That's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. To throw again on second down. Stafford. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week: 18 carries, 95 yards, and a score.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try to find some people open downfield.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now Brady. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. Succop's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you get the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Stafford. Man open is Robinson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. These two teams all tied after 1. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A give running right is Akers. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Coming in to put a lick on him was Lavonte David.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Stafford. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. This is taken at the 15. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Week 9 here in the National Football League. We'll have 9 weeks to go after this. We got a couple of good matchups in prime time to wrap up the first half of the season. Tonight, Tennessee and KC in the AFC. And then tomorrow night, an interconference matchup. Baltimore and New Orleans from the Superdome. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run and then executed.
The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you...
Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Rams will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, he finds Robinson. A couple of vets, Stafford to Robinson there. 1st down Rams. Back to throw, Stafford. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
First catch there for Evans, good enough for a 1st down.
Partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Aaron Donald has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and the advance it downfield.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Here's a quick pass. He's got Chris Godwin. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's Brady. Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Chris Godwin with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Buccaneers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Cam Akers and the Rams offense ready to go back to work. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
That's so educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. This time they stay on the ground, and he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans. That's really been a blistering start to the season for him so far. He's on pace to blow past 1,000 yards. The good receivers, it's interesting, though. You put extra coverage on them, they probably view that as a challenge. All right, I'm going to go after this. You put one guy on them, then they feel disrespected, and they want it to. So how do you cover him?
You're exactly right. That's an insult, right? Especially the year that he's having. But I just have to go ahead and I'm not going to insult him. I'm going to respect it. I'm sending as many people as possible. But one of the reasons he's having this type of a start.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They got the victory last week. That was against the Baltimore Ravens, and they have the lead here as well. Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Brady going to throw. Otten brings it in over the middle. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On play action, now Brady. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Leonard Floyd, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's one.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A.
Holding. Defense.
So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 57 yards on the ground for him so far. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. On play action, it's Brady. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Brady. This one taken in by Otten. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 24-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Play action. Now it's Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards, the final tally. Brady now to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cade Otten. A 1-yard touchdown reception as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point up and good by Succop, and they will take a 7-point lead. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And Cade Otten capped things off with a touchdown grab. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. And the Rams now coming out on the field. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, Stafford. And his pass incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
That's taken on the 25. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 72 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Again, it's Fournette. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Bobby Wagner, the All-Pro, in on the tackle. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
That throw by Brady, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Open man has got it. It's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down, as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 22-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. A 1st down run there by Fournette, as he'll get this forward for a gain of about 3. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to do it again. They need that turnover.
I'll tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Now Brady. Touchdown! The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Bucs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point put through by Suckup, and the lead now up to 14. A 10-play drive that time. And Cade Otton capped things off with a touchdown grab. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. We'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Up the gun, Fournette.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 106 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Brady. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Throwing now is Brady. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady, and the Buccaneers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They'll run a draw now with Akers. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
The Rams on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Man open is Robinson.
And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Stafford on 1st down.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. It's complete to Robinson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They got 29 yards that time.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. Now you've got to hustle your guys. Set to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. On third down, Fournette. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Now, this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game. And that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Stafford. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And the Bucs are on this one. And that should just about do it. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
I know we brought analytics.
A handoff to Fournette. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. And they will take a knee here. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it.